This week on Afternoon Express, multi-talented Tino Chinyane shares how he balances music, modeling, and content creation while still making time for family. SAFTA award-winning actress and comedian Celeste Ntuli looks back on an incredible 20-year career full of joy and laughter. Dancer and choreographer Snembata chats about her journey with dance and stunt work. Entrepreneur Tebogo Molotsi shows us the work she's doing in her community. We learn what essential items every new mother should have on hand, and Karishma gets comfy for home movie nights. Hello Mzansi and welcome to the show. Fresh off the release of his latest single, Delilah, the man behind Tiani Africa brand, Tino Chinyane, joins us on the couch as we chat to him about all things success, growth and love. Tino, welcome to Afternoon Express.
Thank you for having me. It's truly a pleasure. It's truly a pleasure.
Thank
you
so much.
How are you feeling today? You good?
I'm feeling so good and I'm sitting next to a handsome man. Can I feel any better is the question that really matters.
Not you trying to gas me up before we've even started.
That's how we do this.
I love that. I love that.
I must ask you, what do I call you? Is it Tino Chinyane or do I call you Tiani Africa?
So it all depends on the space that I'm in. Usually when it's music, anything entertainment related is usually Tiani Africa, and then anything else in my life, entrepreneur-wise, and just living my life, everybody knows me as Tino, yeah.
I'll call you Tino because we're officially friends now.
Oh, no, of course.
That separation makes it easy for me.
We homies. You're the homie now. Yeah, true.
I give you highs with that dansativa. You give me fire and I give you ginger. Sweet bonita, my señorita. Perfect time and I put the time in.
Let's talk about Delilah. What was the inspiration behind the release? And does the name have anything to do with the fact that you're practically Samson?
I mean, I appreciate that. I appreciate the resemblance and the mention. But more than anything, Delilah was genuinely a beautiful record. I think it must have been like a Thursday, Friday evening. We were chilling in the studio with my good friend Vuga, and it was just one of those things where we were talking about love, as we usually do, and I feel like it's something that's so pertinent in all our lives and how love makes us who we are. But more than anything, it's painful when you lose love, and sometimes saying no to love when it doesn't work. And I think the conversation was about making sure that love never becomes poisonous. And then that's where the inspiration for the song came from. And it's a beautiful record. Go cop that on all digital platforms right now. Music videos up on YouTube. We're rocking. We're rocking all summer long.
What a beautiful reminder of love as well. I think
Thank
so
you.
often we think of it in a positive light. So for you to say,
100%.
realize when it's no longer good for you and think about what's best for you.
Definitely. When the love is detrimental, let it go.
Yes.
And that's exactly it. So as you said from the story of Samson in the Bible, know when to let go when it's not working.
Now, the thing about you is that you wear so many hats. Yes,
Yeah.
you're a musician, but you also are a model. You're a media personality. How on earth are you juggling all these different roles that you play?
I've got a big God. I've got a very big God, I won't lie. And I ask for strength daily, but more than anything, I have to be honest that I've got great teams around me. I think the one thing that's made my life very possible is the fact that I've compartmentalized everything that I do, from my music to my fashion to business. I have teams that work around me that make life very easy for me. They set it up, they make sure I just come through and do and add my little touch of magic, and they allow me to go and operate in different spaces of my life, and there's nothing but love in those conversations. So I'm grateful for the people that I call family. Yeah, they make it easy.
I'm so happy that your answer had so much to do with family, because when I heard your name and that you'd be here today, I instantly thought the dad. You are the ultimate dad. I live on your socials. I see how much you love your sons.
Yeah.
How do you juggle being a father, everything that you do, but also maintaining your mental health?
I won't lie, I like to take time off. Everybody that knows me knows that I love water. I love to be by the ocean, by a good river, by a lake. I think it's very important to always make sure that you make time for yourself as well. I think the nice thing about us is we have a great support system around us, so they always give us time to have time to ourselves and do things in our own capacity, let alone work and everything else. So I'm grateful for the support system we have. We've got a great nanny, we've got great family, aunts, cousins, everything.
Yeah.
And look out for them when we're not around. So it allows me to strike a balance, because then now more than anything, I'm able to still be Tino and still be a great dad at home, because I've balanced everything out neatly.
And you do it so well. I want to chime in here and add fitness and healthy living.
Yeah.
It's something you don't shy away from. We look at you and you scream help. How big of a role does that play in your mental health too?
I think it's essential to my mental health. Like, anybody that knows me knows that I actually feel bad when I'm not in the gym. Like, if I go like a good week and a half, 2 weeks, and I'm not in the gym, I actually feel terrible. And I think more than anything, for my mental, it does great, because all the stress, I feel like all of us have such hectic and chaotic lives, let alone dealing with family, friends, business. It becomes overwhelming. So I feel like we all need to always have that healthy outlet where we make sure that we're taking out all that stress and that steam in some way that's helpful. So for me, as much as it is looking good, what it does for my mental health is absolutely amazing. So any day between 5 to 6 a.m., I'm definitely in the gym.
Now let's jump into something I'm always really excited to speak about, and that is fashion. You have a fashion brand?
100%. I'm wearing the brand right now. I think fashion has always been something I've been deeply passionate about. I remember as early as I can remember, I always said, dress to impress. Like, you must always dress to impress. And I think more than anything, style says so much about your personality, your character, who you are as a person. So for me, coming from the modeling background as well, it was one of those things where I would go behind the stage and I'll talk to designers why they use certain materials, why they use certain colors, and what was the story behind it. And I feel like, just like music, fashion is another way to tell stories. And I think that's what it just comes down to. So for me, it was that love of passion, love of telling stories in a different, more physically formed product, and that's what I wanted to do. So coming from that modeling background, I understood what it took in terms of putting the garment together, and then also it just made me understand what my own personal style was. And from there, it was just a no-brainer that I wanted to do this for a long time and have something that was obviously affectionately named after my son, that he can look back on and be like, this is legacy to him, and do whatever he wants from it, but just know that it was done for you. And yeah, man, I just like to look good.
Yeah, who doesn't? Who doesn't? I want to talk about love, because you are a power couple along with Simphiwe Gema, who we had the pleasure of having on the show a couple of weeks ago
100%.
as well. How did that love start? What first attracted you to her?
We were actually at a pre-party for a Fashion Week event, and I was actually with one of our good friends, Pindile and Amando at the time, and she came and said hello to Pindi. And then I obviously introduced myself, and for me, the one thing is she left in such a hurry, because funny enough, a lot of people don't know that, but Simphiwe is actually very shy. Like, she's actually such a shy person, so until you actually get to know her, you don't actually ever see the full personality of who she is, and I love that too, I must admit. That intrigued me, because she did leave an impression, and I was like, no, I have to know more. And I found her online, I sent the DM, you know what I'm saying? I slid.
Love it.
And I was like, nah, we should make time. We should make time. Let's do lunch. Let's do something. But I'd love to get to know you better. And it was effortless from there. We met. And I think more than anything, it was this one trip we went to Durban. We did a little road trip, just the two of us. And that's when I actually got to explore who she was as a person. And from that day onwards, I was like, I know.
And you guys complement each other so beautifully. Like you said, I know Simphiwe personally as well, and she is very shy. But the moment I met you, you ooze this confidence.
Yes.
So I think you complement each other so
100%.
beautifully.
And I think that's the best part about us. We have a beautiful balance. You know, I'm strong when she needs to be soft. She's wise when I'm dumb. So it's that beautiful balance of energy that, you know, you must get into a point in your life where you realize sometimes you're also some of the people that are around you. So always surround yourself, not just with the best people, but surround yourself with people that love you. If you've got people that love you around you, you can never go wrong in life.
You really can't.
Yeah.
Now, you have been affianced for a while now. Asking for our audience, can we get an inside scoop of when the wedding will happen?
So just believe that the uncles are going to be touching base in December. They're going to be at the gate. So I'm excited for that. We're planning for that. And yeah, I mean, you guys just got the exclusive. So it's going to be sooner than you think, I promise.
Oh, we're all excited, but I'm going to be sitting like this on the socials waiting for that post to come
you get
out.
an invite. You'll get an invite. I promise you that. I got you.
Let's go into more depth about fatherhood. You really wear that badge of being a father with so much pride. What has that done for you?
Being a father has given me purpose. It's given me purpose, and it's bound me to a responsibility that I can never shake. When I say purpose, I literally wake up every day and I see my two boys sleeping, and Simphiwe is there next to them, and there's nothing but love in my heart. Sometimes I shed a tear because I'm genuinely in awe of how good God's been to me. And more than anything, they've given me the motivation and the energy to do anything and everything in life. I know I can't lose at anything I do because I've got them. They look up to me like I'm their superhero. Like, it's crazy. Like, even when I drop Tiani off at school, like, all the other little kids come and they run up, Tiani's dad, he's so strong. You're so big, I love your car. So for me, like, that's the best feeling in the world, you know, to know that you genuinely have an impact on somebody's life outside of your own. And, you know, just to see him become the man that he is, the little man that he is, I couldn't be prouder. His confidence, his charisma, his humor. I'm like, bro, you me, like, you're literally me, just more handsome and with dimples, like, and that's what it is for me and Tiani. Like, he's my best friend. When it comes to those two boys, I'll do anything for them, you know, just to see that smile in the morning. I know I can conquer anything. And even after a bad day, when it doesn't go all the way my way, I know I can still smile and say that tomorrow's another day because I've got them. So that's me.
Family man, model, as handsome as they get. What a beautiful time. Thank you for joining us today.
Thank you. This was gorgeous. I truly appreciate you, Ayanda. Thank you, homie. Cheers.
Balancing a successful and multifaceted career while maintaining your role as a hands-on father and loving fiancé is no easy job. But for Tino Chinyane, it is just another day at the office. And don't worry, because Tino will be joining us again later in the show. Up next, popular comedian Celeste Ntuli celebrates 20 years as the Queen of Comedy. Wildly regarded as Mzansi's Queen of Comedy, please put your hands together for a very special guest, the one, the only, the incredibly funny Celeste Ntuli. Hello, welcome to the show, gorgeous. I'm so excited to get to know you a bit more. So I'm going to start with an exciting topic. Let's talk about your birthday. A couple of months ago, you celebrated your celestial birthday. Please talk to us about the theme and what inspired it.
Last month, and I didn't know what I'm going to do with my birthday, really. Sometimes I'm a typical Virgo, and also I wake myself up. I'm like, you know what I need for my birthday is sleeping in. I thought I wanted to do those things. You know those people that do those TikTok videos on... They come out in bed and they have a cake, they have a champagne. You're like, who does this production? I wanted to do that production. Yes. And that was enough for me. But then my friend, my makeup artist, also celebrating the birthday the same day with me. And also another friend of mine had a birthday on a Monday. And they were celebrating it. And I was like, you know what, actually...
Maybe I must do something.
Let me not be this person who doesn't celebrate. So I was just like, Celestial, it's my name. It's not even a theme. And also what I did, I got myself tattoos.
Oh, yes. Yeah. What did you get, girl?
I need to midlife crisis. But I feel like it's not even midlife crisis, it's midlife awakening. It's when you question yourself. I was with Pop-Ups the other day, and Pop-Ups was talking about hobbies. Yes. And I realized I don't have hobbies. Yes. So I intentionally asked myself, and it's such a beautiful space that I'm in life. And I found out what are my hobbies, because sometimes it's about hustling, this and this, and you know, and it's either you're working or you're with family or you're trying to find a man or you're dating or whatever in between for those of us who are still in the market. But but I just wanted to do something that has nothing to do with the rewards of either money or love, something that fulfills me. And I realized how much of the stuff I haven't discovered about myself, or I haven't allowed myself to just take time and have time for them. Like sometimes I feel like I don't have time for that. It's a waste of time, waste of money. Now I'm not wasting money. So I woke up on my bed and I did tattoos.
Oh, I love the fact that we say midlife awakening, not crisis. Mom's Uzwil, Baba is going through an awakening, not a crisis.
Because remember, when you're growing up, there's a lot of things that you do based on what your family says, your church, your culture, your pastor, whoever that you know, your friends, your influence. And then when you're old at this age, I'm my own mother, my own friend, my everything. So I need to figure. No one is going to say no to the choices I make. So it's a beautiful moment. You know?
It is, and you've had so much to celebrate. A birthday to celebrate. 20. I'll say that out loud.
20 years in the game.
In this industry.
Yes. Doing comedy.
Kabanga.
Clean.
Take me back to that first show in Durban.
First show in Durban, I always tell people that it was prayed for and paid for. Because you know, as comics, we do shows for free, 5 minutes. I mean, my 5 minutes was paid for because people asked me about, are we able to do this show? And I was like, okay, cool. How much? We only have 500 rand. I was like, I was still working at the bookshop. I was like, okay, weekend, so I'm not. So that's how it started. But it was a church. And then I had to, obviously, church. So it felt like a corporate gig. I couldn't say anything. Like I was told there was a list of things not to say. But that gave birth to how I do comedy now. Because what was left was to talk about me and my life. Yes. So that was safe enough for church environment. And I come from a big family, so there's a lot that was happening. So I remember my first set was about me growing up in a big family and being the only one who's big in my size. And I used to, you know, my parents used to cry every 6 months, they must buy me something new. Oh, God. Yeah, smashing guy. So I rolled at Pep for some time.
And we love that so much. I want to speak to you about navigating the comedy space. What do you think was your breakthrough moment where you could finally travel for your comedy?
It took me some time because I started comedy in 2005, and I think only in 2010 I literally stopped working.
Oh, okay.
I was still on some,
Stability.
No, I won't lie. I've never been a person that is not ambitious ever in my life. Ever. I've never been a person who's like, I didn't know what I'm going to do. Hey, Mina, there was always movements in my life.
I wouldn't believe you if you said that. I'd be like, okay.
Since I was young, I'm telling you, I finished matric, I already knew how we're going to move during holidays. I can't just sleep. I could never. That's not me. Yes. So when 2010, I decided, okay, I think this is what you can do. And in actual fact, Eugene Khoza is the one that encouraged me to stop working. Because like, how could you have a job?
How are you balancing?
And then you have a standing ovation, and then people must take you serious as a star. It's like, oh, okay. So, and I remember the date was the 31st of December. I literally walked to the shop, straight to the manager's office, and I said, I quit.
Thank you for having me.
Well, thank you for having me.
Thank you for your time.
Exactly. And 2010 was about to. And of course, I was like, surely surely it's 2010 as well, Cup, or something.
Yes.
So it encouraged me to stop working. And I started doing comedy. And I remember that year, 2010, was the first year doing my one-woman show. So I never stopped after that.
Your shows have a very performative aspect. We really feel your energy when we sit in the crowd. Do you consider yourself to be more of a performer or a comedian?
Both, though.
Yes.
Comedy storytelling. So you need to move from this character to that other character. Depending on the comedy you do, my comedy storytelling.
Yes.
So also I'm an actress. So I am both. And I don't think I can separate the two. I remember this one time, Chris Mapani said to me, because you're a good actress, and I've figured out every time I tell a joke and I put it in character, it's much more funnier than when I just tell it without becoming a character of the whatever that I'm saying myself. Not imitation.
Yes, yes.
Literally becoming this person you're talking about, or an example in a joke. So yeah, I do both.
You have been in both the acting space and the comedy space for a really long time. How well do you think those two skills complement each other and make you better in both spaces?
When I started acting, I realized how much of memorizing, you have to read the script. With comedy, we don't have anywhere to read, so you have to know your set the whole hour. So me reading a script is such an easy thing.
During your sleep.
I won't lie, for real though. Like, I read and I quickly understand the context, and of course I'll still read, listen to the director, how they want the movements and stuff. So I've understood how much comedy works in acting, and vice versa. Because comedy is also storytelling. So I find myself having monologues on stage sometimes, depending on how do I portray the character.
And let's talk about the future. Where do you see Celeste Ntuli going when you are dreaming up at night? What's the plan?
International comedian.
Naturally.
Yeah, and definitely. I see myself. Now I'm starting on a smaller scale, but I want to be able to also be able to tour in London, tour in America, come back home, and do comedy 6 months of the year or a year.
Yes.
I'm out and touring, the coffee style.
Let's do it. You are absolutely phenomenal. You've been absolutely incredible. Thank you for joining me today.
Thank you for having me. And you are going places.
I just say it louder.
No. I'm telling you, whenever you... Because I love when I meet new younger people, be like, yo, Lonusazo Bangena. So please, Bangene, for the next 30 years, asizwe ngawo. Congratulations. Thank you.
Laughter and success, 2 words that sum up the past 20 years of Celeste Ntuli's life and career, Mzansi. And we here at Afternoon Express are so excited to stay tuned and to watch the next 20 years of her success and laughter unfold right before our eyes.
Up next, baby essentials for first-time moms, and founder of Stitches Uniforms, Tebogo Molotsi, shows us her work.
One of the most exciting parts about preparing for baby's arrival is packing a hospital bag. But knowing what to put in that bag can be a bit overwhelming. Today we are at Birth on 5th in Linden to meet up with some experts to learn everything you need for the ultimate hospital bag checklist. Thanks to Pep's Cuddlesome range, you can get everything you need for mom and baby all in one place at prices that just make sense. Ayanda, Birth on Fifth looks like such a beautiful place. I can just see that it was specially curated for moms. But what about this place makes it so unique for moms to be?
So we provide a wide range of services for our moms. We do antenatal care. We would progress them in labor and birth the babies. And we also give them support after they've given birth. So the setting itself, it is beautiful, it's small, it's intimate, but also it gives you that homely feeling. Therefore, that also takes care of the anxiety that comes with being in a normal hospital.
Lisa, what happens in this room?
Well, this is one of our birthing suites that we have here at Birth on Fifth. So moms come birth here either on the bed or in the bath behind me, where they can have a water birth and they feel supported and loved and calm. Take a seat on the ball and let's get you into some nice breathing exercises and exercises getting you ready for the big day.
Sounds good.
So we've got you on the ball now, and it really is the most comfortable place to be when you're pregnant. It gives you buoyancy, which helps with baby to come down into the birth canal. So you can give it a few bounces and feel how comfortable that is.
Very comfy.
And it's also lovely in labor.
Yeah.
So when you're having those labor pains and you're bouncing like that, it really does help. So what we want to concentrate on today is also your breathing. Is a simple breathing in and counting to 4. And as you breathe out through your mouth, so it's like you're blowing out a candle almost, you're going to count to 6. So as you are breathing in, I want you to open up your shoulders and drop them. Relax. Okay, are you ready?
Ready.
So you're going to go in, 2, 3, 4, and out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And it really helps with just lowering that tension. And so when women are in labor and they feel that contraction coming, because when you tense up, we're tensing all our muscles.
Yes.
And what we want to do is relax those muscles, and everything nature intended can happen with baby to start coming down nicely.
Taylor, you have quite a journey ahead of you.
I know.
But how are you feeling about the big day? Are you excited? Are you nervous? Is it a mix of the two?
You know what? Mixed emotions. I think not excited for the pain at all.
Naturally.
But just excited. It's a new journey. It's a brand new experience.
And you look so radiant. I can see that this is something that's making you excited.
Thank you.
Since we have Taylor here with us, how about we just show her what needs to be in a hospital bag?
That would be amazing.
Wonderful, let's do it. So Taylor, we're going to start with baby's clothes and that. So you want to start with a little baby grow. But the lovely thing with PEP especially is it's 100% cotton. And if you feel that, you can feel how soft and breathable this fabric is. So you want to aim for 100% cotton when dressing your baby.
Oh, stop. Look at your face. You look so happy.
And a little vest.
Oh.
Okay, and you want a really nice receiving blanket as well.
Yes.
100% cotton again. You've also got a lovely warmer blanket.
Oh, love this material.
Absolutely special.
Do you want to pack this in our bag for us?
Absolutely.
A little baby towel. Hooded ones are the best because babies lose heat through the top of their heads.
Interesting.
And as soon as they come out the bath, you do want their little heads covered.
Okay. Yes.
All of these essentials you can get at PEP, which is lovely because it's
Wonderful.
a one-stop shop.
Yes.
Toweling nappies, always good to have on hand. If you are using disposable nappies, sometimes you run out, and they're wonderful for over the shoulder when you're birthing baby and that. So nice to have. Definitely need nappies.
Yes.
And babies will go through many, many nappies, and especially a breastfed baby. Wet wipes, you definitely need wet wipes in your nappy bag.
Yes.
If you are using baby powder, put that in. Petroleum jelly, it's a great barrier for babies' bums.
Okay.
Cotton buds and cotton wool. Now these are fantastic for cleaning babies' eyes.
Okay.
And then also for the umbilical cord. Everything that you can think of you want for your baby, you can pack in the
Yes.
bag. But less is more as well, because your brand new baby doesn't need that much. Baby just needs you.
What a sweet thought. Taylor, I hope that you've had an educational afternoon with us.
Let me tell you, so equipped. I am ready for this journey. If I didn't know anything before, now I know. So thank you so much. Thank you.
From cozy baby grows and soft blankets to first tiny outfits, nappies and everyday toiletries, Pep's Cuddlesome range has everything you need to make your hospital bag complete. All in one place at prices that make preparing for baby beautifully affordable. And here's something exciting. You could win a 2,000 Rand Pep voucher to stock up on all baby essentials. To enter, head on over to our Afternoon Express Facebook, Instagram or X pages and answer this simple question. What is your top tip for preparing for baby's arrival? Don't forget to use hashtag Cuddlesome exclusive to Pep. Entries close midday on Sunday the 19th of October, and as usual, T's and C's apply at afternoonexpress.co.za. With the right support, the sky is the limit when it comes to raising a baby as well as a business. Across South Africa, entrepreneurs are proving that a single idea, when given the right support, can create jobs, inspire innovation, and uplift entire communities. ABSA and Visa's She's Next initiative is more than a grant. It's about recognizing the power of a woman's vision. And here in Rustenburg, one woman's vision is dressing the nation. Let's meet the incredible force behind Stitch's uniform. Tebogo, a huge congratulations on your success at the ABSA and Visa's She's Next campaign this year. You did exceptionally well. What does it mean for a woman-led business like Stitch's Uniform to be recognized at such a high prestige?
So for me to be recognized by big brands such as ABSA and Visa really means a lot for me. So I am thrilled for the opportunity and the platform. I really cannot wait to see how the relationship unfolds.
And let's take it back to the beginning. What inspired you to start Stitch's Uniform to begin with? And how has it been being a woman in this manufacturing space?
You know, Rustenburg is known as the Platinum City because of the many platinum mines in the area. And at the time that my mother and I started the business, there weren't any manufacturing factories. And the journey has been rocky. It was bumpy. You know, I fell a couple of times. I had to retrench people. My mother died. I was broke. I had to pack all my machines and head back home. But I used that moment to reflect, to regroup and relook my business plan. And then I came back stronger and wiser.
You came back with the third place prize, which is such a big honor. How does this positioning make you feel? And how do you plan on using this recognition to leverage other opportunities?
Just the thought that 1,000 women entered for this program and I had the privilege of making it to number 3 is a humbling feeling. It has really boosted my confidence. It gave me that you got this, girl, and I now believe that the sky is the limit. And with the recognition, I want to take Stitch's Uniform beyond the borders of Rustenburg.
Tebogo, this factory is absolutely buzzing. What are you currently working on at the moment?
So seeing as it is summer, the most popular product at the moment is golf shirts.
And how long does it take to finish a piece of uniform?
It depends on the design and the pattern. So for a golf shirt, it can be anything from 30 minutes to an hour.
And what do you think sets Stitch's Uniforms apart from any other manufacturer available?
4 of my stores are in the townships and the villages. And being a Mufokeng village girl myself, I relate to my customers. I know them. I live with them.
What I love about working here is that finding work environment where you feel comfortable is key. And working with Tebogo, she always encourages us to dream big. When we have problems, she is there to listen to us and she communicates well with us. That's what I love here.
What are the future goals for Stitch's Uniforms and how are you going to leverage the recognition from being a part of the She's Next program to achieve them?
We want to do not just manufacturing and retailing, we also want to incorporate the manufacturing of our own fabric so that, you know, we are in control from fabric sourcing to retailing. So we want to do all of that under one house. And I believe, you know, with the help of ABSA and Visa, that is attainable in the near future.
When women are empowered, communities thrive. Tebogo's journey is proof that with passion, grit, and the right kind of support, anything is possible. All thanks to ABSA and Visa for seeing her story and helping her stitch a brighter future, one uniform at a time.
Up next, we're joined by incredible dancer and choreographer Sneh Mbatha, while Karishma shares how she does home movie nights.
Now we're honored to welcome Sneh Nhlanhla, better known as Sneh Mbatha, a multi-talented dancer and choreographer who has lit up stages around the world with her talents. Raised with a passion for movement, Sneh has turned dance into both a career and a platform for empowering women to embrace their health through movement. With numerous accolades to her name, she's here to share her story. Hello, gorgeous girl!
Hello!
How are you? I love the hello!
Right?
How are you today, beautiful?
I'm good. How are you, gorgeous?
I am so good. Sneh, I'm so excited to learn all about you,
Yes.
but start right at the
Yes,
beginning.
I
Yes, tell me about your experience growing up. What led you to believe that dance was a viable path?
Well, I grew up in a very academic family, and I'm literally the only one that went the creative route.
Okay.
And trust me, raised by grandparents, kwasanti, and my mom, and my siblings, cousins, just baningi ekhaya.
Yes.
And I grew up in a space where we don't get to see a lot of these opportunities. TV seems like such a very distant thought,
Very far thing.
dream. And I would dance for the bananas and pineapples that my granddad had in the yard. That was my stage. And basically from there, I went to a different area, moved with my mom and my sister, and this is where I got enrolled into a dance school.
Oh.
Yes, that's when I started like studying the different art forms, and this is when I started hearing about this show called Sweeting and Dance.
Oh.
And on Sweeting and Dance, I went and I auditioned, and that's how I met Johannesburg.
Welcome, Johannesburg.
Right? This is my first time now meeting Johannesburg, and the rest is history.
At what moment did you realize that, I've made it?
I think I realized I'd made it when I did the Kendrick Lamar tour. I was doing like a half 9 to 5 type of job.
Yes.
And then I got a call to be one of the choreographers that were gonna choreograph the tour of Kendrick Lamar. And then after that, I was like, if I can step in such spaces, have such platforms, then it means like, this is it. Like, this is the beginning of forever.
Yes.
And I remember my mom even letting me go after that. She was like, okay, I think you've made it now.
Oh my word, how amazing. And I'm
Yeah.
so glad you touched up on the fact that you are a choreographer, right? You
Yeah.
wear so many hats, stunt performer, you're a choreographer, dancer as well, but you also are an actress outside of
Yes.
that. How in the world
Yeah.
are you juggling that?
Girl, it is hectic. You have to be more controlled of your situation. You need to be more focused, and you gotta give everything time. You can't just juggle everything in one go. But it takes seasons. You gotta put it in seasons.
And what does that do for your mental health? I know that after a workout, my body is sore. You're a
Yeah.
dancer, which means you're constantly moving.
Yeah.
How do you match that physical with mental health?
The mental health.
Yes.
Look, the mental side is very beating because you can't really do anything else outside of making time for yourself and grounding yourself. So yes, going to the gym and whatnot can help. It helps with the endorphins as well. It boosts your endorphins, you know this.
Yes.
But like, you need some sort of grounding. You need family structure.
Something to check in on, yes.
So you need something tangible almost. So that's why I'm very close to my family. I did go through a time where I was breaking down mentally, where I was like, okay, I know for a very long time I was preaching health, this and
Mental
whatnot.
mental health. We all like to
but
say
I'm
we
not
preach it.
doing it for myself. I'm
Yes.
actually not practicing it myself. And I've had to like try different ways. And I think the best way for me had to be family, spending time with my family, because they are the reason. They are the why. So you can get your physical health up, but make sure that you don't skip mental health, gym time. Like, read, do something different, try a different hobby. Because we get to a point where we are super strained with our normal routine. Like, we get used to it in a way. So you want to try, diversify, and try something different. But yeah, it is very possible. You just got to believe it. You got to pray for it.
Yeah.
You got to have faith. You got to call yourself. Take accountability, that's another thing.
Yes.
Take the accountability to say, I'm actually not okay.
Yeah.
And when you take that first step, pull back, then you start working your way up from there.
And what's next for Snembata?
I'm excited. There's a lot more movies that are gonna be dropping, and there's something that I'm working on that is dance related, but it's something that I'm creating ideally for the business side of dance.
Beautiful.
And yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
And so are we. Your future is so bright. And I'm going to quote one of my absolute favorites, Bonang, and say that you have gone past the sky. We are looking in the stars and the moon.
All the way to
All
Pluto.
the way.
All the way.
You picked your planet, even Pluto.
Listen, I can see her. She sees me.
I love you so much. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you. This is exciting.
With talent like that, Snembata transforms simple movements into an art form, and we are here for it. Snare will be joining us again soon. Life is all about cherishing those special moments and making memories with your family. Pep Home has everything you need to turn family movie night into a cozy, fun-filled experience. Karishma shows us how to serve up the perfect movie night snacks.
Movie night is a favorite in our household. It's fun, cozy, entertaining, and only complete when there's popcorn and pizza. Hi, I'm Karishma, and today Isla and I are getting everything ready for a special movie night at home with serving platters and essentials from Pep Home. We're starting off by decanting our nuts into this gorgeous serving bowl that I found at Pep Home, just to make things a little bit fancier. That's perfect. Isla, what snacks do you want for movie night?
Popcorn and pretzels.
Oh, that's my favorite too. Do you like the big pretzels or the small pretzels?
Big.
Oh, I know that's your favorite. Okay, I also like the big ones. They're super crunchy, right?
Yes, and I also like the small salty ones.
I think you just like salt. I have something really cool to show you. I found this really amazing popcorn maker at Pep Home.
Wow, I love it.
Should we make some popcorn?
Yes.
Okay, it's really easy. So we're gonna take this little scoop and you're gonna scoop up some popcorn kernels for me. Great. Okay, I'm gonna pop them right in here and put it down. That's gonna make popcorn for us. It's starting.
Starting to go wild.
Yes, it's starting to go wild. Look how amazing our popcorn turned out. Do you like salty or sweet popcorn?
I like salty with vinegar.
Let's make a savory platter. Don't you think this bowl is so beautiful?
Yes.
Does it look like a flower?
Yes.
I also thought it looked like a flower and I just love it so much. So we are going to put some cheese.
Yes.
Some fruit.
Yes.
Some crackers.
Yes.
It's gonna be a yummy savory platter.
Yay.
Yummy. Doesn't this look so fresh and delicious?
Yes, Mama, can I have some strawberries?
Of course we can. I'll get them. Isla, what is your favorite part about movie night with Mama?
Laughing and snuggling and eating in front of the TV.
That's so fun. I think the pizza's ready.
Yay.
Let's see. Oh, look at that. It smells delicious. Let's put our pizza on this beautiful board. Isla, all our snacks are done. I think we did a great job.
Yes.
Okay, you can go play for a bit and Mama is going to cozy up the lounge for us.
Yay.
My favorite part about getting ready for a cozy movie night in is definitely choosing our snacks. Snacks are key to having a perfect movie night. Movie night is all about being comfy and cozy and spending quality time together. But of course, we need all our snacks close. So I'm going to turn this coffee table into a snack station. I'm going to start by adding some texture to our table with these beautiful table runners and tablecloth that I found at Pep Home. I love adding a little glitz and glam to everything I do, and this gold mirrored tray is perfect for our snack station. No one likes to press pause when you're watching a movie, so it's important to have adequate hydration on hand. Today we are going with some fresh orange juice in this beautiful jug. I love having a variety of treats on hand. Some treats that are a little bit naughtier and others that are healthy and fresh, because balance is key. When doing movie night with a kid, it's important to keep things fun and interesting, like these awesome straws. And there you have it, our snack station is good to go and ready for movie nights. I love turning every occasion into a moment, and these diffusers and candles from Pep Home make it so easy. It's time to cozy up our couch with scatter cushions, blankets and throws from Pep Home, and they have a fabulous range to choose from. I'm going to keep things super simple. You can cozy the couch up in any way you like. For me, I'm going to layer this fluffy fleece blanket as a base for us to sit on and snuggle. For me, nothing beats the coziness and comfort of a fleece blanket, and Pep Home has a wonderful variety to choose from. The scene is set. Let me go get Isla. Isla, isn't it so nice to be snugly in our pajamas?
Yes.
Okay, sit here. You can take your shoes off and get all comfy on the couch. Perfect, there's your popcorn. I'm gonna grab us some juice. Which one do you want?
The orange.
Have a sip. My top 3 things that are essential to every movie night is first and foremost the perfect snuggly blankets, great snacks, and the perfect company. Do you want a slice of pizza?
Yes.
Okay, which one do you want? This tiny little piece over here. Okay. Yum. Pep Home is always so helpful with putting any event or occasion together. I love that they're so affordable because it makes it so easy to just pick certain items that elevate any look and any space. Which is your favorite snack?
The chips.
Yummy. There's nothing more special than movie night at home with my daughter. Thanks to Pep Home, we managed to create the perfect scene with their scatter cushions, blankets, throws, and tableware.
Up next, we sit down with Tino and Snare to track their roadmaps to success, health, and happiness. Now, I do not let people come into my space without eating. Are you ready to dig in?
I came to eat.
Thank you.
Let's do not I came to eat.
I came to eat. I was waiting for this part first.
It has been so lovely having you both in studio, but I figured why not take advantage of the fact that you are both still here. I'll start this side with you, Snare. What is one lesson that you've learned throughout your career that you truly carry with you?
Finding a center and always remaining grounded is more important than just chasing endlessly.
Oof.
Taking time, moving slow is just as good as moving fast. Slow is smooth, smooth is fast.
I love that, because I feel like sometimes in this industry that we're in, you might feel stagnated if things go slow, but it's really an opportunity for you to collect yourself and remember where you come from. And what about you, Tino?
I think a lot of people don't realize that this is more a journey than it is a destination.
Yeah.
And I think one thing you really have to fall in love with is the people along the way, because the one thing you realize is you end up being on set with the same people over and over and over. And the one thing that's carried me over these years is the relationships that I've fostered and the relationships that I've tried to maintain, and even the ones that have just yielded outside of what they yield financially or fiscally. It's just genuinely about the love that you share on some of these sets. So I'd say it's the journey and the people. You just got to remember to stay real as much as you might grow and elevate in this game,
Tino, I'm also so glad that you touched up on people, because social media has become a real currency in the entertainment space that we are in. How do you think that social media has helped you boost your career? And more importantly, how do you remain authentic within that space?
The one thing a lot of people need to realize, they need to stop looking at social media as lights, camera, action.
Yeah.
You should be talking to them like you're talking to me and you right now. It should be effortless, it should be real, because that's what they fall in love with.
Yeah.
And some of the biggest accounts that we've come to see are because people are just naturally building into that. So I think with me, it's always just been about showcasing who I really am and making sure that I own the narrative. And then obviously using that narrative and that community that I've built to now use that strategically to attract brands, to attract clients, and more so just attract a community of people that can always feed back into you. I think that's what it's about.
And I want to stick more about staying authentic, because the world of dance, I mean, in KZN, I know that for the most part, people are like, what do you mean your job is dancing?
a dancer.
What do you mean? How did you navigate that space of, this is actually what I want to do, I know I'm going to thrive in it, but balancing it with that, I have to make a living out of it too? Yeah.
People should always be able to relate to what you do. Right now in a dance space, it is pretty much the same thing. The way that people live their lives on social media is exactly how people are going to treat you, even in the spaces. So you can be a dancer, but if you're going to treat it as a nonchalant thing, like it's a hobby and whatnot, then people are going to treat you the same way. But the moment you start bringing the entrepreneurship side of things, where you treat yourself firstly as a brand, and you add the business to it so that it all makes sense, it all comes together, and you're sold as that product.
100%.
What words of encouragement can you give to a young woman, a young man that wants to get into this space, but is afraid of those negative things associated with it?
Take your time. I think a lot of people these days want to rush to be the next big thing. Everyone wants to be it now. And
that's the thing.
You haven't done any sort of character development. You haven't learned the game. You haven't studied. You haven't built the relationships. And the one thing I looked at my music as, you want to refine your process. It's about refining your process until you have a perfectly placed and a perfectly put out product. And I think the one thing about me is the people that I've been around, they've nurtured me. My producer nurtures me. He makes sure that I'm constantly on point. So it's a thing of, you got to actually enjoy the process of making it. And once you get into a place where it's authentic, don't always be so quick to, I want to sign to a label, because they control the narrative. They get to say who you are and what you become. Whereas I feel like if you take that time to be independent, take the time to study, to learn, because all of this information is out there. So once you understand the business better, I feel like it positions you better to have a more longevity in your career, let alone in the journey that you're taking. So take your time.
I'd love to give you the opportunity to speak directly to your fans. Sneh, how about you give it a go first?
I don't like to look at you guys as my fans. I like to look at you guys as family. I like to look at you guys as my supporters and my strength. And I just want to thank you for all the years that you guys have spent with me. Come hell or high waters. Sneh can go quiet, but you guys are very patient with me because of the relationship that you and I have developed. So thank you, especially the people in Durban. I appreciate you guys. And let's keep running with this.
Guys, keep rocking, but more than anything, don't be afraid to start again. In that new career, in that new town, in that new relationship, with that new family, with everything you do in life, you will fall. That's part of the process. Just keep going. That's the thing, and that's the biggest difference between anyone who truly becomes a winner in life and the people that don't make it. You just got to keep going, because as long as you got life in your body, then that means God's got a plan for you. So keep rocking, guys. But yeah, that's what I got to say.
Thank you so much for joining me this evening. You guys have been absolutely phenomenal.
Thank you for having us.
Of course.
You, it was a pleasure.
And thank you all so much for joining us. Remember, you can catch us every Tuesday evening at 6 on S3, with repeats on Sunday mornings at 8:30. But for now, good night, Mzansi. We'll see you next time.
Hey.
Another feel-good production.